Did you believe the tales you were told as a kid? I'll never forget the rumors about the Miller house on the outskirts of town. They said it was a place where people went in, but never came out. At first, we dismissed it as small-town legend, the kind of tale told to scare kids into behaving. But as time passed, the stories persisted. Faces of kids who'd ventured in would blur from memory, never to be seen again. My best friend, Jake, and we didn't believe it, not really. But there was a gnawing curiosity, a dare from the universe itself. A morbid question hung between us. What if it was true? The day we decided to explore the Miller house, the air hung heavy with foreboding. Clouds obscured the sun, painting everything in a sickly yellow light. The house loomed before us, its windows like empty eye sockets staring back. The front door creaked with a dreadful screech as we pushed it open. A chill ran down my spine. Something was off. Half the house was rot and decay, walls cracked and peeling, but the other half, it was spotless. Freshly vacuumed carpets, gleaming surfaces. It was as if two different worlds collided under one roof. I could feel a malevolent presence watching us, waiting to see what we'd do next. We moved deeper, our hearts pounding in sync. Each creak of the floorboards made us jump. The basement beckoned, its stairs a mouth to darkness. Jake found a light switch, and with a flicker, bare bulbs illuminated a horror beyond comprehension. Bodies, so many bodies, rotted flesh, hollow gazes. I gagged, bile burning my throat. This was no legend. This was a slaughterhouse. We had to get out, to run and never look back. But my feet felt rooted to the spot. Panic set in. I grabbed Jake's arm, pulling him toward the stairs. We had to get the police. But as we turned to flee, the unmistakable rumble of an engine echoed outside. Tires crunched on gravel. A truck. Oh God, it was true. They came for us. Adrenaline surged through me like ice water. I grabbed Jake's arm, pulling him toward the back door. It was our only chance. I flung it open, and we spilled out into the night. I could hear the crunch of boots behind us, heavy footsteps gaining. A snarl ripped through the air, and Jake stumbled. I screamed as a blade flashed in the moonlight, sinking into his back. He collapsed, and I was alone. I didn't look back. I just ran. Through the woods, over roots, my breath tearing my lungs. A branch snagged my shirt, but I yanked free, kept running. Finally, I saw lights. Our town. I burst into the street, screaming until they came. They found me, covered in Jake's blood, rambling about the Miller house. They took me away, asking questions I couldn't answer. They never found Jake's body. They never found the Miller house. Officially, it doesn't exist on any map. But I know what I saw. And sometimes, in the dead of night, I still hear that truck, those boots, feel that blade. The Miller house is waiting. It's only a matter of time before it comes for me. I'm trapped in my own home, always looking over my shoulder. I'm its next victim, just waiting for it to catch up. I'm still running, but I can't escape. The Miller house is inside me now, haunting me. And soon, I'll join Jake and the others. Soon, I'll never leave. The sun was setting over the endless highway, casting long shadows that stretched and twisted like grasping fingers. Emily and Rachel, two best friends fresh out of college, were on the road trip of a lifetime. California, here they came. Beaches, adventure, freedom. It was all waiting for them. But as the GPS led them down a deserted, scenic route, a sense of unease began to creep over Emily. That's when they saw her. A girl, impossibly beautiful, thumb out by the side of the road. Rachel, ever the optimist, was already hitting the brakes. "The more the merrier," she exclaimed, grinning. But as the hitchhiker settled into the back seat, Emily felt a chill run down her spine. There was something off about this girl. too perfect, too charming, and yet a void. She asked them nothing, her green eyes fixed on some point beyond them. As night drew in, they pulled into a crumbling roadside motel, the kind of place that existed in a different time. The hitchhiker declined their dinner invite, disappearing into the room next to theirs. Emily's nerves were screaming. "Rach, I don't like this," she whispered. But Rachel just laughed, dragging her to the neon-lit diner. Over burgers and fries, Emily couldn't shake the feeling of being watched. She kept glancing out the window at that open curtain. And then she saw it. A newspaper clipping, a girl's face staring back, a headline about a body, mutilated. Emily's blood turned to ice. "We have to go," she hissed, yanking Rachel up. But as they approached the motel, a figure emerged from the shadows, knife glinting, eyes fixed on them. Emily tried to scream, but her voice was frozen. Rachel just looked confused. "What's—" she started to say, and then the girl struck. Rachel's scream still echoes in Emily's mind. She tried to run, but a hand fisted in her hair, yanking her back. The last thing Emily saw was Rachel's body, and then the world went black. They found the car abandoned on the side of the road. But Emily and Rachel, they were never seen again. The police never found their bodies. But sometimes, on deserted highways, drivers claim to see them. Two beautiful girls, thumbs out, forever trapped in that convertible. And if you look close, you'll see the hitchhiker in the back seat, smiling, waiting for the next girl to give her a ride.